Greetings, this is Chester with The Samplist, and our sonic journey today is Cinematique Instruments Studio Pianos. Before we dive in, I'd like to make it crystal clear that the copy of this library we're reviewing was graciously provided to us by the developer. However, let me assure you that our commitment to delivering honest and transparent reviews remains unwavering. Our goal is to arm you with all the information you need to decide if this library deserves a spot in your musical toolkit. This remarkable collection of pianos has been meticulously crafted to offer versatility in piano sounds for every situation when composing music. With an array of clever processing options, it's a goldmine for music composers and producers seeking versatility and quality. The Studio Pianos bundle comprises of 4 distinct pianos, each with its own unique character and sonic palette. Walnut delivers that typical piano sound we all know and love. Felt is a piano with a warm and inviting personality. Peculiar stands out with its special and one-of-a-kind sound, while Cologne takes us on an experimental sonic adventure. What truly sets this collection apart is the dedication to capturing the essence of each piano. Extensive recording sessions were conducted using a variety of microphone setups, from stereo, tube microphones to ribbon mics and contact microphones. Even an iPhone was used. The result, a rich and authentic representation of each instrument's articulations at the palm of our fingertips. It doesn't stop there. Cinematique Instruments has gone the extra mile by enhancing each piano with a wide range of processing options. From EQs and filters to resonant reverbs, compressors, and even a granular machine, these pianos offer a comprehensive toolkit for shaping your sound. And here's the best part. You can choose to purchase each piano individually or grab the entire bundle at a great value. The bundle goes for €75, while Walnut and Felt are €25, and Peculiar and Cologne are €18 each. With 550 samples and 1.3 gigabytes of content spread across 15 separate instruments, this collection is full of rich and vintage sounds. Let's now explore the presets this library has to offer. All right, we're looking at studio pianos. First one up is going to be the Walnut. And this is like the regularly played piano. We have 3 microphone options. We have the condenser, which is a pair of large condenser mics. We have the tube microphone. It's going to be like a ribbon mic for the bass and then a large diaphragm mic for treble. And then we have the 2 Sheps, which is the 2 small condenser mics in the bottom of the piano. For this one, I like this Sheps the most. That's just a personal preference. But let's hear how these other 2 sound. Condenser brings out a little bit more brightness. Sounds really great. And then you have tube, which is my second favorite. And I think this one really has a nice sound to it. By the way, I do want to apologize. I didn't grow up really being a piano player. I am more of a sound designer type, fake it synthesizer player. That's more my background. So I'm not going to be too virtuosic here, but I am going to do my best to play enough for you to get like a sound for a piano. So I'll play some chords, mostly major, minor, and then I might play some single notes. But yeah, these Sheps. Getting the bottom of the piano just sounds kind of melancholic and just kind of sad. And just has some emotion to it that I just seem to prefer. Now, when it comes to the UI here, I love the simplicity of this. You can only really choose one of these mic options, and then you dial in your tone or your sound. So I can start here with the Sheps. Start dialing in this tone with, and then by the way, any of these options, these knobs are MIDI CCable. You can map those. So you can map them to, for example, your mod wheel if you'd like, or to your DAW, like I do in Ableton. Choice is all yours there. But once you map those, you can either decide to set it, forget it, or, automate them over time. We'll show you the automation a bit in the demo later. So with tone, you can get brighter or darker. Choice is yours. Got it at a little between 11 and 12. A little closer to 12 there. And then hammer, you get 3 options, soft, long, or noisy. I tended to like noisy a lot. All the way up, you really get the sound of that hammer. But get it around 11. Nice blend of your performance of the piano and hammer with it. Corpus, this is adding resonance to the piano. You get some options here. You get regular, damped, dry body, bright, and stomp. So you get to go through these and kind of decide which resonance you want to add to your piano. Let's add damped here. Turn it down. It's gonna kind of make the piano really loud, so. Dry body feels a little more controlled. Also, even though you set it, your mics kind of to start, feel free to try them again with some of your options. So I gotta imagine corpus is gonna change with your mic options, so. The resonance does something fun here with this combination. Stomp. Oh, you hold the note and you can hear some movement in the background. Those resonances, that's kind of nice. You can play with that. And then of course you got your reverb, and reverb, you get about 10 options. All these options will be on all the other pianos as well. So we can go through them once and I like going to outer space. That's fun. I'm going to turn this down a little bit because it does get pretty fun in that reverb. Kind of drowns the reverb a little bit. True echo is going to be more like a delay. Like a space echo. You can hear it repeat and get really spacey. And then infinity, I'm going to dial it down because basically it goes forever. If I did have that all the way up. Really long tail. And then the more you turn up, I'm sure the longer the tail. So even with these 4 options, you get a lot of ways to go about kind of setting up your piano. That's a lot of fun. So we can move to the next one. Felt also has 3 mic options. We get the ribbon mics, which are the Cole 4038s, and then we get the Sheps again, a pair of small condenser mics. And then we get the tube mic. It's a pair of tube mics here. They'll sound really good with the felt. almost my preference. I got ribbon might actually have been the winner with this one, but let's just start with tube for fun. And again, there's subtle differences in our options. We have compression. And then the more we add here, the more compression we add. Hammer, same options. We have soft, long, noisy. I went with soft on this felt. So I think compression, you get a really hard compression, you're gonna make your hammer a little harder. So filter, you have options here. You can do low pass. There's two pull options. You got 1 and 4. You got a high pass filter and then a band pass filter and formant, which you can modulate and move and get, that formant going. Or band pass, you can modulate a little bit too. Or you get that low pass and kind of set it how you want it. And maybe take out some of the highs and make it sound a little more intimate than it is. Add more reverb. Same options with the reverb, so you can go echo, church, outer space, stage, pick your poison here, and then your double check your mics, make sure you got the one you want. I would have went with ribbon. I really like how that sounds. Those coals are pretty nice. And that's the felt piano. Let's move to peculiar. Peculiar is a lot of fun. So this is like a special, unique sound. The 3 options you get this contact mic. I'm going to turn the filter all the way up and the reverb all the way down to kind of get the idea. The second one is the iPhone. And the third one is a commercial dynamic microphone. With dynamic mics, if you record instruments, you know that you're gonna have to turn these up kind of a lot to get competitive with, your condensers or your iPhones or some of these others, so you can really hear the performance. And I suggest if you end up doing the bundle and getting all 4 of these, you don't get the option of doing it in the UI of blending your microphones. But if you make several tracks and group them together, and one of your being the peculiar dynamic, and then you set your volume, you're gonna have some fun performance here that you can just dial in to your piano, and it's gonna be a great layer for you. That or use the hammer if you don't want nearly this much, but I really like how that sounds. The iPhone is my favorite microphone. I don't know what it is about it, but it doesn't sound like any other piano I've been playing, and I think it has some versatility with dialing in the sounds that I didn't hear in the other pianos. So that one's a lot of fun. So you can go in, again, you have your filters, same filters as before. Grab one of those, set that, your hammer, get soft, long, or noisy. We'll go with noisy this time. I'll turn that down a little bit. You add your compression here. And your reverb. A lot of fun. peculiar is pretty special. It's cool, especially that iPhone microphone. All right, now the final piano is Cologne. This is more of like an experimental piano. This is a great time to just mention that Cinematic Instruments, I don't know if you're watching, but to anyone who's watching this review and got this far, go to Cinematic Instruments website, look them up on Google, and look up Klang Instruments, Klang. They're free. Thank you so much, Cinematic Instruments, for making these available to us. They're just like, Spitfire has labs. Cinematic Instruments has Klang. And Klang, I've been using Klang instruments for a long, long time, and they are so cool. They're very experimental. They usually come in a UI very similar to this and give you, 4 or 5 knobs like this, or sometimes 3, and you get to MIDI map them and then automate them, and you can get some really cool experimental sounds. Cologne is just like these Klang instruments, which will allow you to dial in some really fun piano textures and the like. So let's kind of dive into this. I'm going to turn reverb all the way down. I'm going to turn filter all the way up. Let's start with the blur. I'll turn delay down too. So this blur is a granular engine with delay chain. Let's turn this up a little bit even. There we go. So you get some texture here, some character that you don't get in the other pianos. Just to where we're hearing some attack. And then let's look at reverse. So reverse will, or should, just reverse the sound. When we go all the way, we should hear the whole reverse. That's a lot of fun. Let's then filter, same options. We can kind of dial that down, maybe get some of the high end out. Get a delay in addition to blur, reverse, and reverb with some options here. Let's do quarter triplet. And then the reverb, let's go infinity. I encourage anyone who ends up picking up Cologne to also layer this with something with some more attack, maybe another one of the collection pianos. In fact, I might just try some here. We'll grab 2. So that's Cologne with walnut. Sounds really good. All right, let's go check out the piece. It's time to wrap up our journey with some final reflections. It's clear that this collection is a game changer for composers and producers alike. The attention to detail in capturing the nuances of each piano sound is truly commendable. Whether you're after the familiar tones of walnut or craving something more unique like peculiar or cologne, you'll find it within this collection. The flexibility provided by the extensive microphone options and the wealth of processing tools is a composer's dream. It allows you to shape your piano sound precisely the way you envision it, making your compositions truly stand out. It's as if you were the sound engineer during the piano session. Fantastic flexibility with microphones and control. With its comprehensive range of sounds and powerful processing capabilities, it's a versatile toolkit that will undoubtedly elevate your music to new heights. So whether you're working on a film score, a classical composition, an experimental piece, etc., these pianos have everything you need to bring your musical vision to life. This is Chester signing off from The Samplist, and I hope you've enjoyed this review. If you're hungry for more insightful reviews, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to stay tuned with all things The Samplist. Until our paths cross again, keep having fun making your music. Cheers.